Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And I had been a long-suffering Giants fan up until yesterday. The Giants yesterday won their first playoff game in 3,997 days, a 31-24 victory over the Minnesota Vikings. They will play the Eagles this Saturday. Daniel Jones, what a performance. 24 for 35, 301 yards and 2 touchdowns, while adding 17 carries for 78 yards on the ground, and that's with 4 kneel downs, so his yards per carry were even better than that. Was a one-of-one performance for Jones. Steve Zavala versus via clutch points mentions that Jones made plenty of history in the Giants' first playoff matchup since the 2016 season. For one, he became the first player in NFL history to log at least 300 passing yards, 70 rushing yards, and 2 touchdown passes in a playoff game. So again, a one-of-one performance. Even if you get rid of the touchdown pass qualifier, quarterbacks with 300 plus passing yards and 70 plus rushing yards in a playoff game via StatMuse Twitter: Steve Young, Lamar Jackson, and now Daniel Jones. Some excellent company to be a part of. Both of those quarterbacks are NFL MVPs. This is via Pro Football Network, so we know that Daniel Jones' fifth-year contract option was declined, so he will be a free agent after the season. So Jason Katz predicts his next contract. He actually compares it somewhat to Ryan Tannehill and his deal. He writes a lot before he gets into it. So Jones does get a long-term extension. The best comparison I could find is Ryan Tannehill's deal with the Titans. After proving himself replacing Marcus Mariota in 2019, Tannehill signed a 4-year, $118 million deal. 4 years, $25 million a year would make sense for both Jones and the Giants. Jones would get paid like a legitimate starter, and the Giants would likely be able to get out of the contract by 2025 if things went awry. The website Spotrac talks about player contracts, their current contracts, and for the better players, it predicts their market value, calculated market value. So it is saying that his calculated market value is $25.5 million a year. So it's predicting a 3-year deal at about $76.6 million for Danny Dimes, Vanilla Vic. So again, historic performance by Daniel Jones. Finally, first time in almost 4,000 days, the Giants win a playoff game. Daniel Jones definitely deserves to get paid by the Giants, but let's see if they can continue their playoff run against the number 1 seed in the AFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.